Last year, I got a comment which read, "Do you have all the puzzles produced for Return to Oz? I'm curious how many different puzzles were produced and any other info on the puzzles. I know, kinda lame, but I would love a video on the puzzles." Well, while I don't own all of the puzzles from Return to Oz, these are the ones that I do own. Hello fellow Ozians, and welcome to the channel. Today we're looking at all of the Return to Oz puzzles that are currently in my collection. We're going to first start with the most common one that features the Drew Struzan poster artwork here in the United States, and that is this one. This particular puzzle was a mail away from Crisco oil. So if you bought Crisco oil, you could then send a mail away and get this Return to Oz puzzle. This particular one is still sealed from 1985, and this one is actually pretty easy to find sealed even today still, which might be a little surprising, but considering all of the different Return to Oz products that were available from different mail-away orders like this and the puppets, this one's definitely more common than any of the other ones, at least that I have seen. So that's first this one. Our next four puzzles were released by Golden, and here in the United States, Golden released a lot of different Return to Oz products, from these puzzles to the coloring books that we previously looked at, to also picture books. And these particular puzzles were the biggest ones as far as piece count, I believe, that were released here in the United States. They're all 200 pieces each. And each of these puzzles are actually named as well. And the sides of the boxes are a different color to distinguish which one is which if you have them on a shelf, which is also kind of helpful to identify them. So we will be looking at these in alphabetical order as far as the way that Golden named them. So the first one is Dorothy and Billina. And this one features Dorothy and Billina from one of the opening scenes in the movie. And you can see that my particular copy here was bought by somebody for less than $1. Wouldn't that be nice to still get this for 98 cents? So this particular box is red on all sides, and they do have previews of the other puzzles that were available. So that's Dorothy and Billina. Then we have Emerald City Welcome, which features this scene from the ending of the film, and this one is appropriately green on all sides. Our next one is Queen Ozma's Court. And this one is blue on the sides. And the final one is the Scarecrow's Coronation. And this one is orange. Now, out of all of these puzzles, the rarest one is definitely this one. And the reason why it's this one, I have no idea. My educated guess as to the reason why this one is rarer is because it's the only one, if you've noticed, that doesn't feature Dorothy. So it might not have sold as well for that reason. I don't really know, but as a result, just to kind of give you a perspective here, I've owned these other three puzzles for well over a decade now. But this particular one took me forever to acquire. It wasn't until about a year or two ago that I was able to pick this one up. And yeah, so if you're looking for one or all of these puzzles, they are becoming a little bit more on the rare side as far as picking them up, and also price-wise, they have been steadily going up over the past decade, which is annoying. So besides those big puzzles that Golden did, they also released tray puzzles. And they released 2 tray puzzles here in the United States. The first one that I'll be showing you is Dorothy and Jack Pumpkinhead. And this puzzle features 12 pieces and is obviously meant to be for a little bit of a younger age group, since there are less pieces. And when gathering everything up for this video, I could not locate the other one. But I will put a picture here of what it looks like. This is Dorothy and TikTok in the throne room. I do own this tray puzzle. I don't know where it is, but I have a feeling I've put it with my Wizard of Oz tray puzzles, and that's why it wasn't with the Return to Oz ones. I don't know, so I'll probably find it, you know, after I'm done filming this video, and it'll be like, oh, there you go. So, anyways, I do own it. It's just somewhere in this room. Golden also released those tray puzzles in Canada. And I have one of those in my collection, and hilariously, it is Dorothy and Jack Pumpkinhead. And the difference between this one and the American release are actually pretty easy to spot. Besides the fact that this top section is in French and English for the Canadian version, and it's just in English with the American version, the actual tray puzzle itself is cut differently. The American release has a square cut for the puzzle, and the Canadian release has more of a curved cut for the puzzle. So if you just so happen to see one of these in the wild, they're actually pretty easy to spot, since they are essentially actually 2 different puzzles as far as the way that they're cut and the pieces are cut, and the top strips are different. The same applies to the Dorothy and TikTok tray puzzle. That one also has the exact same thing where it's in French and English, and it's cut differently. So that's all of the Golden puzzles, and the last puzzles in my collection are from the United Kingdom. And these don't feature pictures from the movie, they feature completely new artwork. Unfortunately, we do not know who painted these original works, but they're really nice. These are 125 pieces each, and one thing in particular that's interesting about these paintings is that the Scarecrow, Timon, and Lion are included with our other friends from Return to Oz. So I'm not sure if these were done before the movie was released, since they did have a bigger role in earlier drafts of the script, or if that inclusion was just done after the fact. I have no idea. But definitely some beautiful artwork. I really love the colors. It's just so colorful and vibrant and just great. And my second one is this one with the Gnome King. Yet again, we have Scarecrow, Timon, and Lion in the scene. These are both opened. I don't think I've ever seen these puzzles sealed. That would be amazing. I would actually love to see that. With these Falcon puzzles, they are very difficult to get where the boxes actually look good and are still held up. So I waited a very long time to get these because I really wanted ones where the boxes weren't destroyed, especially the corners. You can see that mine aren't exactly perfect, but They are certainly better than most of the ones that I have seen, so that's definitely going to be the biggest struggle with these particular puzzles from Falcon, is that the boxes, just for some reason, finding them in good condition is a struggle. Now, there is a third design that is very similar to the Drew Struzan poster artwork from the United States, but it was done by the exact same artist who did the other two. And I don't have that one. But those are all of the puzzles that are in my collection. Do you have any of these puzzles by any chance? Comment down below. I would love to know what you have in your collection. And if you liked that video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. New videos are posted every 2 weeks on the 15th and last day of each month. And if that doesn't satisfy your appetite for Oz, follow the link in the description to ozclub.org and join the International Wizard of Oz Club. Until next time, bye y'all.